like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy. Meanwhile, the opera house was in an uproar. The person who needs to make a living was the one who initiated all the fuss. Christine killed Mr. Bouquet? That's outrageous. She's such a gentle soul. But think about it. Madame Jury wouldn't have committed a crime because of her daughter. And the noose was found in Christine's dressing room. Oh dear me, is that the murder weapon? It is. Remember how Mr. Bouquet was killed with a rope around his neck? Miss Daae may not have committed the murder herself, but she could be hiding and abet the culprit. That's true. Such a good-hearted girl like her can easily be manipulated. She might not have been manipulated, but voluntarily helped the murder. Oh, I really hope Christine's not the culprit. Dummies. You donkeys. Sir, I've told them as you've instructed. I love the way he scuttles around. We've got his book now. What is it? What does he say? My personal drawer, did that say? What's in your personal drawer?
My ding ding dong.
I love the manager. Like, he's such a slimy, nasty little creature, but that's what makes him so much fun. Good job, Remy. Now go and finish your task. Good job. Did they believe you? Half of them did, while the other half remained skeptical. Oh god, how do I do a Russian accent again? I see, it's just as I thought. Since Miss Daae has no connections here whatsoever, no one will vouch for her innocence. What happened to his voice? People fall for these things surprisingly easily, don't they? Shush, they'll hear you. Hehehehe. Well, whether she's the culprit or not isn't important. Mr. Remy, are you certain that you put the rope in the dressing room? Of course. And you've told the right story to some of our more lucrative customers. Of course, sir. I've already told him about it a while ago. Mr. Commissionary, I believe you can proceed with your investigation as in then. This should finally resolve this irritating case. The press will appreciate this too. A young, beautiful starlet will draw much more attention than an old hag. Miss Daae has only 2 people on her side, doesn't she? Those haughty De Chagney brothers. You've forgotten someone. So what? We have La Epoque? I need to look at how to say that.
La Époque.
So what? We have La Époque and admirers of Miss Alonso on our side. Yes, it's not important that the story adds up. It's merely a matter of who has more power. Ahaha. Anyway, Mr. Poligny sent a letter. What? Mr. Poligny did? Why? This better not be some gibberish about the Phantom again. Alright, finally. What does it say? We deeply appreciate your hospitality. However, I'd like to remind you that we have no right to take up Box 5 on the Grand Tier. As we've informed you before, that seat already belongs to somebody else. You haven't forgotten about the final clause in Article 63 of the contract, have you? Have we forgotten, they say?
This is most unacceptable. That damn Phantom, that damn Poligny.
A few more days went by. I hope she delivered my roses safely. Oh, Raoul, you don't know. Oh. As I can't hand them to her in person, that was the best I could do to let her know how I feel. By the way, the mood is a bit odd at the Opera House today. I hope there's nothing wrong with Christine. Christine Daae, who would have thought? Has she no shame? I'd leave the Opera House if I were her. Wait, what on earth are they talking about? I'm very distracted by this cat with very rabbit-looking ears, so... Yes, I know at this point. Jeez, that's a bit cryptic. Not cryptic, that's a bit foreshadowing. Foreboding. Ooh, okay. Okay, that was really racist. Xenophobic. Pardon me, are you talking about Christine Daae? Oh, have you not heard the news? Why are you looking for that wench? You can find that wretched singer at the police station, so why don't you go there and leave us alone? What? Wretched singer? And what's this about the police station? Oh my god, I can't even imagine how angry Erik's gonna be. Didn't you know? Why don't you read this? Oh, great. I can't wait to read this drivel. Poor Christine. That's a great start, huh? Alright, let's read. Murder at the Opera House, the Swedish suspect. This paper has previously reported about the death of Mr. Joseph Bouquet, the stage manager of the Opera House in Paris. The management of the Opera House has provided information about the prime suspect in the murder, which contains some shocking allegations to say the least. The most likely suspect, according to the opera management, is none other than Christine Daae, a 20-year-old chorus singer from Sweden. So what could have happened between Miss Daae and Mr. Bouquet? Did something violent and tragic happen between the two, much like how Miss Daae's home country of Sweden once betrayed this great nation in its first... This is... okay. First Emperor Napoleon. Perhaps Miss Daae was prompted to engage in such a heinous crime in order to attract the world's attention again after that fateful night. While the opera's management has acknowledged that Miss Daae is indeed a talented singer, it had its reservations about casting her in the main role while she draws such negative attention from the public. After all, many opera-goers are still pining for Miss Carlotta to perform her jewel song once again. Of note, Miss Daae is the daughter of a Swedish farmer who has little to do with music education. This sucks. Whether she has some shady dealings with the late Professor Valerius and his surviving spouse remains to be seen. This is so long. Several paragraphs proceed to make wanton speculations about Christine's personal life. Firmin Richard, a co-manager of the Opera House and the composer of The Death of Hercules, says in reference to the distinguished Miss Carlotta that one foreign diva is more than enough at the Opera House. Although this is supposed to be an article about the murder of Mr. Bouquet, the rest of the article goes on to criticize the actions of Sweden took place in the public. Of course. Times have not changed that much. People are racist and xenophobic and just generally suck. You mean people really believe this? I heard they discovered the noose in Daae's dressing room. That does not prove anything, let alone a murder. Rope can be found in any room, not to mention she doesn't have a clear motive. Are you defending the murderer right now? Murderer? The murderer accused by L'Opaque? When has that paper ever printed a proper article? Thanks to people like you, they never go out of business. I was only here to check on Miss Alonso, but I had to... Excuse me, hiccup. But I had to run into this annoying fellow. Anyway, this came straight from the Opera House. I'm saying it's a reliable source, good sir. Why is Christine being accused of murder? No doubt it's the managers who are behind this. Damn, surely the Angel of Music is already aware of this. He calls himself the Angel of Music, yet does nothing. Oh, he's biding his time. I'm very certain of that. Just as a true crook would do, he uses the name of an angel. That fiend has done nothing for Christine. He never sent a letter of recommendation or dared to stop the managers as I did. Christine seemed to be very reliant upon that angel. Where do I even begin? Oh. Here comes Carlotta. Huh. Did he think I'd submit to a stupid letter? Just you wait and see. I ought to pickle that fiend in vinegar. Wait, is that Madame Giry? Hang on, madame. Oh my, what is it? What brings you here? Is it because of the bouquet case? That's not it. I, Madame Giry, am innocent. I've received a letter which I thought I should pass on to the managers. Then let me come with you. I also have business in the manager's office.
Oh, is this a letter from Erik telling the managers to go do one or else?
I hope so. Also, your makeup sucks. There. Boom. Mic drop. Learn how to apply blush before you start talking shit about people you don't know.
Come in.
How are you, gentlemen?
How are we? Why don't you read this first, Viscount de Chagney? See if you can tell how we're doing after you read this. How could we be anything other than outraged when we read something so ridiculous?
Alright. Please calm down, Mr. Moncharmin. This looks like the envelope from before.
I'm so ready. Come on, Erik. Bring down fire on these donkeys. Come on, Erik. What are you gonna do? Bring down some hellfire for us?
Let me get in the character. Let me get into character. Bring in all the drama. All the vengeance. Do you insist on making me your enemy? Since you may still yet desire to have some semblance of peace, I hereby grant you one last chance. Christine Daae has returned to you. Wrong adaptation. A peace that will only be kept only if you meet all 4 of the following criteria. Return my assigned box to me for my exclusive use. Have Christine Daae play the role of Marguerite tonight. Do not worry about Carlotta, as she will be struck down with an illness. Restore my kind escort, Madame Giry, to her position, so that I may continue to benefit from her faithful service. Using Madame Giry as the courier, deliver unto me the letter of a pledge that you will faithfully carry out the provisions of the contract as your predecessors did, particularly with regard to the monthly allowance. If you wish to ignore the terms I have outlined above, then I am sure that you will be more than willing to enjoy tonight's performance of Faust from my box. Yours truly, the Phantom of the Opera. Yes, Erik. Oh, I love the way the letter slid like that. Ah, the Phantom of the Opera, and this appears to be an ultimatum. I am all for it, but why would a Phantom demand Christine to play the lead role?
This is most annoying, most aggravating. Does he think he owns this opera house or something?
Yeah, he does.
We are to restore Madame Giry's job, and he wants his exclusive seat back? Must we let Christine Daae sing the lead role instead of Miss Alonso?
The lead role belongs to me.
That damn Phantom, that damn Daae, that damn Madame Giry! Is he gonna break his own desk?
Richard, you'll break the desk.
That damn Shah.
Sir. Apart from Miss Alonso, Commissary Mifroid and Madame Giry have also come to see you.
What? Madame Giry? What's she doing here? Didn't we fire her?
I can't seem to do his deep voice at the minute. I'm losing my voice. I'm terribly sorry to barge in on you like this. The matter of the fact is that I received a letter from the Phantom of the Opera this morning. According to the letter, you must reinstate me to my job as the box keeper.
Madame Giry, would you come here for a moment?
Don't you dare threaten her.
Please turn around and face the other direction.
Mr. Richard? What are you... What? That was so fucking rude.
You fiends are to rot in hell. You are to drown with your faces buried in the pigsty mud. Just you wait and see. Let go. Let me go. You want to take a beating?
And now you're blatantly threatening the use of physical violence.
Viscount, keep your mouth shut. I've never been so infuriated.
Please calm yourselves. Miss Alonso, what brings you here?
The letter. I've received a letter as well. What's this thing about you falling ill, Miss Alonso? I'm perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with me at all. Just read this letter. If you sing this evening, an unimaginable misfortune shall fall upon your head. A misfortune far graver than death itself.
Well, LB, that's a pretty explicit threat. I just bit my own tongue. Ouch.
Ouch. Normally I wouldn't bat an eye for such foolish words. But this is clearly a conspiracy. Someone wants to take me down.
Richard, look at the handwriting. It looks exactly like the writing in our letter, doesn't it?
Then that means...
This is clearly a challenge to my authority. It's obvious that Christine Daae was involved in this. Acting all clueless at the beginning was just a calculated act. She's dying to take my place. Ha!
We've already taken measures about that.
You are the biggest star of the opera house, and we won't let anything happen to you.
After all I've done to get here, after all those years,
you'd better deal with that little wench thoroughly. Otherwise, there's no telling what I might do first out of sheer rage. Oh, wait, what did you just say? Are you just gonna sit here and do nothing? Just bob your head? If you dare try to harm Christine in any way, you will regret it. No matter how famous and popular you are. What's your relationship with that little wench? I've aided her in many ways. And never call Christine that again. Aided her in many ways? Have you ever been by her side and consoled her when she cried, wanting to return to Sweden? Have you once helped her out when that damn choir director yelled at her for singing like a squirt? Have you once been by her side when she needed help? No, not always, but I love... Huh, look at you. You're just an aristocrat eager to seduce one of the singers. That's true, Miss Alonso. Nobody asked me, but here's my opinion. This is Viscount Raoul De Chagney, second son of the famous Chagneys. It's my pleasure, Your Highness. Isn't it little boy's nap time soon? Young and rich, yet nothing of any worth to do, am I right? Yes, I've done everything I just said for Christine, and then some. How could you understand how I feel, being betrayed by someone I cared so deeply for? I understand your feelings. Damn, I'll pickle them all in vinegar.
What is this woman? She's as intimidating as my military academy's drill sergeant. This is what it is to face a woman with power, with aura, with intimidation. Carlotta is very slay.
Miss Alonso, please calm yourself. We are trying our best here. Sure. Trying your best to kick her out, you mean? Oh, is no one interested in me? Literally, who asked? Who asked? What brings you here, Mr. Commissionary? I too have received a letter. It looks like the same handwriting. That damn Phantom, he really has a knack for getting under your skin.
What does it say?
Let me read it to you. What terrible handwriting, by the way. Even my son's writing is more legible than this. Do not dare to spread your foolishness across the entire opera house. It would serve you best to halt your false investigation onto Christine Daae. Otherwise, a small disaster shall fall upon you too. So it says. How could he call such an elite officer as me foolish?
He'd even threatened the police commissionary. How outrageous.
So many threatening letters. We'd have to compare and analyze the handwriting of the prime suspects.
Wait a minute, a false investigation? This is the second time. I demand you explain what this false investigation is.
And what if we refuse? Then what will you do?
Surprise us again, like you did last time. That music score, it must be of some significance.
You gonna burn it? Like Amy did with Joe's book in Little Women? Oh, is he gonna rip it up?
Oh, Viscount, what do you think you're doing?
Oh my, look what I've done. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. I spilled ink on the Phantom's letter. Mr. Richard, why are you staring at me like that? Did you want to keep the Phantom's letter?
That's not what is important here. My masterpiece! My masterpiece has been ruined! You shall pay for this!
Ah, Mr. Richard, that's what you would call a masterpiece? It's my honour to have stopped this rubbish from being released into the world. Savage. Amazing. Raoul has just been given several points in my book. Who knew he could be so petty? I love it.
Viscount De Chagney! I've had enough! God! Remy!
All of you, get in here this instant! Stop Viscount de Chagney!
I've lost all my voices for these characters. Oh my god. What's the matter, Mon Sherman?
Kick Viscount de Chagney out here this instant!
I must say I respect your love for physical violence.
We apologise, Viscount. We are merely following orders.
Really? What is wrong with this opera house and its managers? I must stop them in order to help Christine.
Is Christine just still stuck in the police station at this point?
Don't you think something is strange, though? This seems to go beyond Christine Daae's little personal revenge. For it were just her, how could the letters have reached the managers? This must be a huge, organised conspiracy.
You're right, Miss Alonso.
Oh, I do have a hunch. I'm talking about Madame Giry. Let it go.
Madame Giry? You just kicked her out.
Madame Giry may be fabricating these letters out of a grudge for being fired. We already know that that lady works for the Phantom, don't we?
In that case, Mr. Mon Sherman, you suspect Madame Giry.
That's correct. Madame Giry must have written these letters. Remy, bring the woman in here. You just kicked her out, sir. Who cares? Bring her back at once.
Good luck finding her. If I was her, I would have GTFO'd very quickly.
Viscount de Chagney, would you be able to speak to Madame Giry? Couldn't you do that yourself? Well, I'm afraid she might try to slap me or worse. Let go! I said let go! I am Madame Giry. Out of the way, you fools! I must see the managers. Oh, there you are, madame. Why, do they have unfinished business with me? The managers are looking for you. Looking for me? What for? Well, you'll see for yourself if you follow me. I will go with you. Viscount, you will? If they try to kick you out again, I will notify the press. Oh, how splendid of you. And I will settle these matters regarding Christine once and for all.
Fine, fine, let's go to the manager's office. Remy needs a pay rise. Actually, no, he just needs to quit. Quit. Find a better job.
Madame Giry has arrived, along with Viscount de Chagney. So, what did you need me for?
Oh, it's nothing. We just absolutely need you, you see. Please write a misfortune far graver than death itself. Right here, please.
Oh, that's easy. There. Done. Anything else?
We do need
one more thing.
Please write what you just wrote with your left hand.
I really don't understand what you want from me.
Ha! We got her now. Her left hand's writing is...
I was actually born left-handed. Z-snap. I trained myself hard to use my right hand instead. But I can still do all sorts of things with my left hand.
Go off, girl.
Oh, surely you can work as a boxkeeper with your left hand.
Very well, off you go then, madame.
So, am I going to get my job back or not?
I suggest you leave at once if you don't want to be literally kicked out again.
So it wasn't Madame Jury who wrote the letters. What great detectives you are. I see you're brilliant at faming innocent people. Framing. Now that Madame Jury has been found innocent, I demand an explanation regarding Christine and the Phantom's case. Viscount de Chagney, it would be best if you left too. Oh my god, the amount of times that we've all been kicked out of this fucking office. Will you try and force me out once more? I'd better be grateful if you don't literally kick me out. I can see myself out. Move out of the way. Raoul's got some balls now. He's really getting a backbone. I like this character development. Now that I'm gone, they'll surely talk. Oh, he's going to use his talent at listening at doors. Great. Now that I'm gone, they'll surely start talking about Christine. I'll try to hear what I can for now. This is all for Christine. What a miserable mess. I should first ask Richard if he has any useful ideas. What is that mysterious ticking noise? Richard, do you have any ideas?
Nothing about the Phantom or Madame Giry, but a fabulous melody came to mind. Let's see, the part with the wind instruments in unison should be in E minor.
Isn't that the same note that Squidward uses?
Solitude in E minor.
Yeah, E minor, alright, yeah!
Richard, you are even more useless than Mr. Commissionary.
What? I? Useless? And here I am with a box of eclairs.
Ha ha ha, it's my favorite dessert.
Care to try one?
No, thank you. You enjoy, sir.
Mr. Richard? Miss Alonso?
Is this a joke? How can you eat under such circumstances?
Did he just sniff?
Mr. Commissionary. Sorry. Mr. Commissionary, something is wrong here.
Oh, is it?
I prefer... Fuck's sake. I prefer crispy desserts.
I shall keep that in mind.
Donkeys.
This is incredibly aggravating. I thought for sure that it was Madame Giry.
Forget about it. Let's leave the person truly in charge alone. But we still have an ace up our sleeve, don't we?
What do you mean?
Miss Alonso, you'll want to hear this. We've been gradually removing opportunities for Christine Daae to perform here.
We could stop her from performing even the smallest part, or even in the chorus. That's what she deserves for stabbing me in the back. By the way, what does the Viscount de Chagney have to do with that little wench? He couldn't even stop talking about her, just kept going on and on and on. We're not sure. Perhaps he wishes to become her patron. Patron. What a meticulous person he is. Aha. I've just got a great idea. Would you care to hear? So much conspiracy. My idea is...
Miss Alonso, you should be in politics, not in the music industry.
Miss Daae harbours a deep grudge for not being able to play the lead role. Threatens the opera house with the patron Viscount de Chagney backing her up. And Mr. Bouquet must have caught on to the conspiracy earlier on. What? Did you guys see that? Why did the screen go all red? Was that supposed to happen? Okay. That was really weird. Sounds like you've caught on very well, Mr. Moncharmin. The rumours spreading in the opera house right now are too vague, so we could flesh them out a little more. I believe that was Richard's idea, not mine.
I don't know about the customers, but the employees were somewhat swayed.
Now that it has come to this, I'll try to use my connection as well. I'll get the word out right away. Perfect. It's perfect. Anyway, I shall go meet that little wench. Is she even coming into the opera house? Now that such a rumour is so widespread, how could one even walk around Paris with no shame? Miss Daae, well, she will sing at tonight's performance.
So if you're in luck, you'll see her before the performance.
All right, I'll see to it. And everything you two have informed me of, it's all true? Indeed, Remy overheard Miss Daae talking. Am I right, Remy?
Affirmative, Mr. Moncharmin.
Then I shall find out if that little wench dares say the same to my face. I've crushed all who have deceived me, crushed them beyond any redemption. I wish you luck.
I actually can't hate Carlotta in this version. She's been manipulated by these two donkeys. You know, she's not actually... I mean, she's probably very impulsive, but she's been manipulated. It's really not her fault. She probably just needs to handle it a bit better.
Remy, did you hear everything we said?
Of course, sir.
Then go out there and spread the word.
Yes, sir.
Still, I feel uncomfortable. I shall discuss it with Richard.
What do you feel uncomfortable about? Your lack of moral compass?
What's concerning you, Moncharmin? Don't mind the fact that I'm not facing you. The police and Remy will take care of Miss Daae. And if this doesn't make her sign the resignation letter, then nothing will.
That is true, but I am concerned over another matter.
And what might that be?
In any case, about Box 5. Perhaps we should take a look ourselves.
Are you truly afraid of the Phantom? No.
But we have to be certain. What if Madame Giry has been fooling us?
All right. Let's look into it, but just between the two of us.
My heavens, I must warn Christine about this conspiracy. But she ended our relationship, so it'll be awkward for me to visit her. Should I send her flowers again, along with a letter? What you gonna do, Raoul?
1 week later.
Alright, welcome back, guys. It has been a couple of weeks since I did some recording. I've been very sick, but now I'm back. So, let's get into it. The day the managers, Carlotta and Commissionary Meffroid, received a letter written in red ink from the Phantom of the Opera. Christine was... I really can't understand. I know that they might not want to give bigger parts to someone who's just a member of the chorus. But why won't they even let me sing in the chorus anymore? Even today's concert is the first time in a week that I get to go on the stage. What is the reason for this? Christine. Christine? There's a malicious rumor about Christine spreading throughout the opera house. I am aware of that. What could I have possibly done wrong? No, the fault lies not with you, but with the one who started the rumor. I plan to show those who dare spread such outrageous rumors a piece of my mind. Yet, there were too many of them. Thanks to Mr. Fonta, a few of the singers still believe your innocence. My innocence? What are you speaking of? My heavens, do you not know? Rumour has it that you were responsible for Mr. Bouquet's murder. What nonsense! No, it wasn't me. Of course we know. You would never do such a thing. Why would anyone believe that I murdered Mr. Bouquet? The murder weapon was found in your dressing room. That's what this is all about. What utter nonsense. I never killed anyone. A noose. But they found rope marks on his neck. Why is that in my dressing room? This is just a rope tied loosely around the stage sets. I'm accused of murder for this reason alone? Some singers believe the rumour because of the rope. What? They believe this to be solid evidence? Even my colleagues? This is an organised conspiracy to frame Christine. And most certainly, the managers and their puppet, Remy, is involved. Now, I must form an EC for Christine. Ooh. Look at those initials. James, do not speak that way. Yes, Mr. Remy is indeed a cunning spy, but what's EC? Is it different from Emergency Committee? No, it's Erik and Christine. In any case, it must be the conspiracy made by the managers. There are no people in this opera house that hate Christine as much as they do. Vermin Richard, Armin mon chemin, I shall end the two of you. Everyone, just calm yourselves. Nothing is known for certain. However, I do believe that the managers are involved in this somehow. Not to mention my mother was fired just for going against them. What? The proud, unstoppable Madame Giry was fired? They fired her right on the spot for speaking about the Phantom, after all the years she had devoted to the opera house. Well, what's most certain is that the managers are conniving fiends who try to harm all those who stand in their way. We must protect Christine. Let's form a Christine Emergency Committee. James, there is no need for that. You might also become a target. Same goes for all of you. You may become involved if you are seen with me. Christine, don't say that. There is no need. Become involved in that malicious rumour? We couldn't care less about it, so don't worry. These are true friends. That is so sweet of them. I'll come up with a plan. Something even better than my cat plan. Sure. Thank you. I'm a little dizzy. If I could just be alone for a second. Christine, do tell the doctor if you feel ill. I will.
Christine,
My angel.
stand before the mirror and look at yourself.
Is it time? Is it finally time? Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm gonna get this cat and then we are gonna go see Erik. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. Okay, okay.
Your face contains so much sorrow. Are you still distracted by earthly matters?
No, I'm perfectly fine. Just a bit exhausted.
You shall focus only on the heavenly music. Stay away from any other distractions. Now sing for me, Christine.
I can't focus on the notes when today could be my final performance.
Christine,
Yes, my angel.
I ordered you to sing, yet your thoughts were clearly elsewhere. I've told you to steer clear of all earthly matters. Did my words mean nothing to you? What earthly matter has caught your attention?
Angel, please, please help me. I have never felt so lost. It was not just a fleeting rumor. Everyone thinks I killed Mr. Bouquet.
I said take your mind off earthly matters, Christine Daae.
My angel, you must help me. I don't even know who killed Mr. Bouquet, yet I may be put behind bars because of his death. My angel, do you know who the murderer is?
Sorry, it's so funny that he's saying this. He's like, yes. I'm looking at him right now.
I do indeed. I know your soul is too pure for murder, and I also know who killed Mr. Bouquet.
Oh, so suddenly there is a Phantom of the Opera now, is there? Interesting.
The one who killed Joseph Bouquet is the man referred to as the Phantom of the Opera.
But Angel, you said that the Phantom of the Opera does not exist.
Christine, understand my words. There are no phantoms in this world. But a man referred to as the Phantom of the Opera does indeed exist.
That means...
Now you understand. Why must you be so anxious, Christine?
But I've been talking about that man for far too long. The Phantom's new victim may be I.
Never worry, my dear Christine. Hem of my robe is always cast over you. It is enough to hide you from the phantom that roams about the opera house.
Angel.
I am always watching over you. I've protected you from all dangers thus far, so never fear. Just sing. For the heavenly music shall lead you to me.
Thank you, my angel.
Christine, may you pay no mind to this earth. You must stay strong for us to meet in the place with no darkness. Trust me, sing for me, and you must love me.
Yes, Angel.
It is such a relief that my angel has been protecting me from the Phantom of the Opera all along. That news. I wish the angel would also stop the rumour from becoming so widespread. Can I trust my angel to protect me from now on? Who knows what will happen, even today? Shall I go discuss matters with the managers? Just as before, I need to take measures into my own hands.
Where are you going? You do not look well. Shall I fetch the doctor?
No, I'm all right. I must go talk to the managers.
Right now?
Yes, the performance will begin soon. Hence I should hurry.
I saw them coming out of the manager's office. They were headed towards the stage.
The stage? I see. Thank you.
The roses are still on the floor. So say, I can't take the cat home because of Mother. I don't know what that means. Alright, off we go. This episode might be coming out a bit late. As I said, I've been sick, so haven't been able to record for a bit. But if it comes out this week as planned, we'll see. Alright, donkeys, let's talk.
I'm telling you, you can't cut the budget for important matters.
I can't spend a fortune on a wooden stick. It's not even a violin or such string instruments. And I am aware that violins are important and used often in orchestras.
Mon cher Min, the entire orchestra tunes their instruments to the oboe. Yes, that's definitely how to say that. And you plan to provide the cheapest reeds to the oboist?
I thought an oboe was a percussion instrument, the one you strike.
Oh yes, it is indeed. From today it is an instrument I strike you with.
Spare my life! Spare my authority!
Donkeys.
Managers?
Mon cher Min, it's imperative that you cultivate your knowledge of music. And sooner the better, before the opera becomes off-key.
Sure, as I've repeatedly mentioned before, you are such a great friend.
Mr. Managers.
And why won't you let me take my books to the concert? I can enjoy music as I read.
I lost all faith in you ever since I asked you the name of the opera we watched, and you responded with the title of your book. An opera made by a scholarly journal says political economy as I live and breathe.
Hehe, that's truly... Wait, are you mocking me?
Managers, please listen.
Ah, look who we have here.
Mephistopheles.
No, a murderer.
Maybe not at the moment.
The justice will be served in no time. Marguerite behind bars. No Faust can rescue that. Let's go, Richard. We need to inspect the great box 5.
Wait! Box 5? I should go after them. I'll wait in the box hallway and talk to them again.
I do not blame you, Christine. I'm also tired of these donkeys. How do you say that? Oboe? Is that how you say it? Oboe, oboe, oboe.
Obey. Surely just standing in front of box 5 would be safe. I won't go in. But I am afraid. What if he harms me just by coming close? Hem of my robe is always cast over you. Yes, I'll be fine. My angel protects me at all times. Even so, I wish never to encounter the Phantom.
An opera house with a murderer. I must see her face. You saw Christine Daae running off this way.
Run? Yes, she was headed towards this hallway, but why? Are you really asking? I am curious to hear what she's got to say before her imprisonment. Tonight may be that murderer's last performance.
Indeed. It'll be marvellous to watch the police barge in and arrest her right after the performance.
Erik, can you do something about this, please?
I must hide, otherwise I may be in serious trouble.
I guess we gotta hide in here.
This is the only open box. The private box that belongs to the Phantom of the Opera. My angel, please protect me. Poor Christine. I hope the Phantom doesn't barge in.
What? She's nowhere to be found. That exhausted-looking staff member must have misled us. I shall inform his superiors. Let's go back. I have lost my interest.
Are they gone? I need to leave as well. I don't wish to stay here even a second longer. Oh no, is it time for Boxkeeper's patrol? They can't see me in here, otherwise I'll be in trouble.
Ooh, I wonder if Christine will have to dope with the weird drug that Erik puts in her. Like, maybe she'll start seeing things too. Oh no, we're just gonna listen to these idiots.
It's the managers!
So this is our box for tomorrow. What a pleasant view.
Of course the view is pleasant. It's the most expensive box seat. Nothing's happening even without that deluded Jiri, that damn Phantom.
By the way, Mon-Chairman, is everyone present? The ones we asked to come in early?
Of course, I already greeted a few of them. They said they'd humiliate us so badly that Christine Daae can never get on backstage again.
I like the sound of that, so she'll be stretched off the stage even before she quits. And the Chagneys won't be able to do anything about it. As such, incidents happen quite frequently on stage.
Oi, Richard, did you hear that?
Matter of fact, I did. Behind that curtain.
What should I do? I'll get in trouble for this.
Go on, Richard.
Why must I take the lead? You first. Remind yourself of your authority.
Yes, with great authority comes great responsibility. What? Who's there?
Who's there? Smoke weed every day. Mon Chemin, do you smell something odd?
Does it smell something? Yes, indeed. It really smells. Who is this? Who could have? Ah, it's the National Guard. Save my soul.
Madame Jury, why are you floating about in the air? Don't come any closer. Get away from me. No, ma'am, forgive us, please. Please don't come for me. Ah!
What in heaven's name is happening? I don't think I should wait any longer. Excuse me, Mr. Monchemin? Mr. Richard?
Ah!
Wait,
It's the ghost of Christine Daae. A ghost! Somebody help me!
I'm not yet dead. I should leave now as well.
Oh, so how come the drug isn't affecting her? Is it because she stayed behind the curtain?
The National Guard? Madame Giry? I don't see anything or anyone here. Was it the Phantom? Huh. What is that smell? Ah! Oh, the room is spinning. Help. Ah. Help.
Christine, rise, my child.
My angel.
You shall not allow this fragrance to deceive you. You must get away at once. Now rise.
But, Angel, this is just too painful.
My Christine, the time has come for you to sing on stage. Do you intend to let me and your father down?
Regain consciousness at once.
No, I can't. Never.
There's no time to lose. You must get out of here this instant.
All right, yes, sir. I'm on my way.
It was the angel. My angel saved me. I feel quite better now. Yes. The fragrance Raoul smelled in the box seat. Perhaps it's the same one I smelt today. Ah, James also. She said a noose was coming towards her. It also seemed like the managers were hallucinating upon smelling the fragrance. Maybe it's the fragrance of the Phantom. As though its purpose is to warn any intruders. Oh. If it weren't for the angel, I would have never escaped. Oh, I never wish to return to Box 5.
Even the screwdriver is missing. What am I to do now?
Ugh, stop crying. Hold your tears back and speak.
Stop crying. I'll be the one disciplined for this. So what do you expect me to do?
Huh? Why is everyone so sad?
Why so much crying, good messieurs?
Let me solve your problem.
Who am I talking to? Am I talking to you?
What's wrong? Did something happen in the opera house?
Yes, No, Daae, nothing that concerns you.
spare toolbox is also missing. Everything's gone. What are we supposed to do when all the tools are gone? There's only a few hours left until the performance begins. It's your fault for not keeping it safe. Hey, why are you screaming at us? We were on duty, just as usual. Caesar is also missing. I saw him being taken with my own eyes. Oh, so the horse is actually in this. Caesar the horse. I remember Caesar. Caesar has been taken? Caesar was such a nice, smart horse who bowed every time I decorated his mane. Oh.
Daae, I don't believe this concerns you.
He's calling me by my surname, not by my first name. Until a few weeks ago, we used to laugh and chat together. Everyone believes that ridiculous rumour.
What happened to Caesar?
Someone stole him, I reckon.
Wait, who has stolen what?
Someone stole the cleverest white horse in the opera house. I saw it with my own eyes earlier this morning.
And you let it happen? Why didn't you chase after them?
A dark shadow suddenly came out of nowhere, jumped on the horse's back and darted off. How would I chase that? They disappeared before I even had time to blink. Could it be the Phantom? The dark shadow does raise a suspicion. All the tools have magically disappeared. If not the Phantom, who could do such?
From now on, anyone who talks about the Phantom shall be fired. Do not try to blame your mistakes on such frivolous nonsense.
But its silhouette was most definitely the Phantom of the Opera.
Do you attempt to blame the Phantom for your own incompetence?
How are we to fight against the Phantom if the Academy of Fine Arts handles this? Coachman!
Oh, sorry. Coachman, all of you are fired. Go home.
But we were appointed by the Academy of the Fine Arts.
You are dismissed, I said. Go inform the rest of your 10 coachmen. 12 horses and 1 coachman per horse. How terribly inefficient.
Mon-Sherman, are you alright?
I've had enough of them. Those fools acting obnoxiously, backed by the Undersecretary of Academy of Fine Arts. From now on, I shall do things my way.
The murderous Marguerite has arrived.
Mr. Manager.
I sense a chorus member who belongs in this cornered spot has something to say. Please go ahead and share with us.
Alright then.
Managers, I did not murder Mr. Bouquet.
That's what all murderers say.
Well, we should let Miss Daae play the Marguerite once for all. With a scene in which Marguerite is hanged for murder. I just came up with the perfect orchestra melody for the scene. It involves 4 bassoons.
It is not I who is the murderer, it's the Phantom. These two must believe me.
Also, anyone that wants to point out, oh, they're saying Erik killed Joseph Bouquet in this version. Let me just point out to you quickly. If you put someone in a situation where they hang themselves, you know, if you pressure someone into unaliving themselves in a various situation, that is still murder. Just wanted to point that out to you.
It is not I who is the murderer, it's the Phantom. Those two must believe me.
Also, once again, Erik is taking credit for Joseph Bouquet's murder anyway. Once again, just another side thing. Just telling you.
Managers, what transpired lately in this opera house is no regular occurrence. It's all because of the Phantom of the Opera. You hear that? More phantom nonsense. It's getting old. I've got another gift for you besides your termination. Please, I hope you like it.
Let's go. It's not worth listening to. The words of a murderer. Oh no, it's about to get even worse. Whoops.
Miss Alonso. You backstabbing traitor. What? How dare you go behind my back after all I've done for you? My bronchitis is completely cured now, hence my vengeance to follow. Did you think a one-time understudy could really bring me down? Did I seem that vulnerable to you? No, this is all a misunderstanding. I did not want to sing the lead role on your behalf. One thing led to another at the farewell party and I...
Halt, it's too late now. Stop making petty excuses. True singers fight with their voices, not patrons.
Christine, as you're already aware,
I've crushed all who've deceived me beyond any redemption to get where I'm standing. I've invited a whole lot of my friends today. Let's see who'll be embarrassed here.
This is horrible.
Miss Alonso, why? Why must you speak to me in such a horrific manner? Why won't you listen to me? Well, at least she did not accuse me of murder. Raoul.
Stop laughing. Have you no shame to accuse a person this way? Ignore every word coming out of their mouths. They are no true audience.
When you feel unable to bear it, please think of me as your audience and sing. Raoul! Raoul! You're radiant, Christine. Wherever you are, always, and... excuse me, Christine. The managers, please, make way. Oh, poor Christine.
I know exactly how she feels right now. I've been in some really awful situations where everyone's been against me and it's sucked.
Oh, thank you, Raoul. I truly am.
Poor Christine. This is horrible. But it certainly makes for a really interesting change in the plot, making the managers more of the bad guys. It's really cool, actually. It makes Erik's eventual revenge against them more interesting, whenever that's going to be.
Christine, you don't look so well. Are you sure you can perform today? Oh, I don't know. I've got a headache and I feel so irritated. I was just greatly humiliated out there. Christine, is there anything we can help you with? We'll do anything we can, really. James, I appreciate the thought, but you really don't need to get yourselves involved. We all know that everything about the Phantom or the murder is utter nonsense. But what of the story of the Chagney family sponsoring you? The press accuses you of obnoxious behaviour because you have the Chagneys on your side. What? It says that Count de Chagney has personally written a letter of recommendation to the Opera House. Wait, what? The Count? Sorelli, is this true?
Yes, the Count tried to keep it a secret.
Surely the manager's told the press of this matter. The Count wouldn't do that for me. Someone he barely knows. Surely Raoul asked his brother to. Raoul, I appreciate the gesture, but... By the way, Christine, is it true you badmouthed and cursed at Mr. Alonso? Where did you hear that from? Fans of Miss Alonso. Many showed up to the opera house as tonight is the return of Miss Alonso. Yes, I just met her now. Above anyone else, I truly believe Miss Alonso would believe me. She clearly seemed to misunderstand me. Miss Alonso? Yes, someone has definitely clouded her judgments. I dearly hope that wasn't the case here. Yes, people jeering was frightening, but to hear such words from a person I adore so dearly. More so than fear. I was so miserable that I had to stop myself from collapsing. If it weren't for Raoul... I'm sorry to have involved you in my affairs. Christine, don't say that.
Hug time for Christine, gather round.
Aww. Today was probably the manager's final warning for me. But if I resign myself, I may never be allowed to sing anywhere in Paris again. What am I to do? I did not join this opera house to be framed for murder.
No, they will all pay for what they've done. You're going nowhere, Christine.
Even if I don't tell the Count, I'll do anything else I can. Just remember that you're not in this alone. Thank you. But I wouldn't want to put you in harm's way. I'm sorry I can't be of much help, Christine. I have a feeling this will be my last performance. But at least I should make sure I look professional. I'm really in a terrible shape today, aren't I? Christine, you're up soon. What are you doing? Oh, Angel, I'm so nervous I may ruin today's performance. What is troubling you, my child? The manager's humiliated me in front of the crowd. Miss Alonso is infuriated with me over some misunderstanding. So the managers didn't give you the main part? Excuse me? The main part? What is he talking about? So you attempted to converse with the managers while I was gone? I'm sorry. I honestly felt this was the only way. Just know what you did was wrong. They can be of no help to you anyway. Christine, never worry and sing. As I've already told you, you shall love only me and my music. Now, get going. It's soon time to go up on stage. Yes. My angel, thank you for protecting me from the Phantom. And I've never told you before, but I shall be forever grateful for your grace and kindness. Thank you. Remember that I am with you at all times, even during today's performance. I shall be with you no matter what. Thank you. That puts my mind at ease. Then I shall give it my all tonight. Go on, my dear Christine. She speaks as if this is her final farewell. Yes, probably because of those people. Them in this opera house. Yes, I've shown great mercy and given them the chance. You foolish mortals on this earth. Not only do you ignore my demands, but dare to hurt what is mine? Yes. Yes. Perhaps it's time they learn. The final result of their defiance against me in this opera house